Hello. If you ever wondered which are the top 10 most expensive virginities ever sold, here you've got the chance to find out. Welcome to wellniantrends.com, where you will get all the latest trending things. Back in the old days, the virginity was an important thing a girl should have when she gets married. Today it doesn't matter anymore. Nowadays, girls are selling their most precious thing out on eBay to raise money for college or for their family. That's a new way to raise quick, easy money. It is not the thing most of us agree with, but we have to admit it's creative. In the last few years we heard stories of more than a few women who have made money by auctioning off their virginity to the highest bidder. Let's start the list, shall we? Number 10. Rosie Reid, from London, is the one who ranks 10th on the list of the most expensive virginities ever sold. Back in '04, she sold her body to a bidder. At the time she was only 18 years old, when the 44-year-old engineer paid for her virginity. The bidder was a divorced, middle-aged man, father of two, who was willing to pay big bucks just to take her virginity. The purity of Rosie cost the bidder £8,400, $13,300. After more than 2,000 bids, the engineer won the auction. Back then, Rosie had a lesbian girlfriend who, at the time the girl sold her most valuable thing, she waited outside the door. After the act happened, Rosie regretted her decisions and the two girls spent all night crying through the morning. Number 9. Alina Percea. An 18-year-old girl from Romania was selling off her virginity. Alina Percea, because that's the name of the girl we are talking about, auctioned her virginity so that she could afford to pay for her computing degree. For her V-card and college degree she received $14,900 from an Italian man. The 45-year-old man even paid for her trip to Venice, and showed her the views before sealing the deal at a 5-star hotel. I was attracted to him, so I enjoyed it, or he told me he had a good job, but he didn't say if he was married or had a family, and I didn't ask him, she told Daily Mail. I hope to see the man again. And next time I won't make him pay. Alina Percea stated. Number 8. Shatuniha. The prices are starting to go up, and the $27,950 Shatuniha gained from selling her virginity proves it. As one of the most expensive virginities ever sold, her case was similar to the others. She put up an advertisement where she described herself: "I've no bad habits and I'm nice looking." The girl also mentioned that she is a new, not used Siberian teen. She had to put up that ad because she was in the urgent need of money, willingness to sell the most precious thing I possess. Her sale was supposedly consummated by an anonymous bidder in a mystery hotel room. Number 7. UniGirl. Here is another example of a poor girl who had to sell her virginity for a better life. A poor New Zealand student, who was only known by UniGirl, her pseudonym, asked $32,000 for her V-card. She auctioned her purity to pay for her university fees. From all the 1,200 bids she received, UniGirl accepted an offer of $32,000. To this she said, "It was beyond what I've ever dreamed." She was also grateful to the many bidders who took interest in her advertisement. She was just happy to be able to pay her school fees. Number 6. Cathy Cobblerson. As reported by Weekly World News, in 2004 American Cathy Cobblerson was selling her virginity on an auction website. Her goal was to achieve the $100,000 to pay of her debts. However, that magazine might be fake, although is no solid evidence that her auction was real. But it has been mentioned in later articles by other publications, listing past virginity auctions. The Texas girl reportedly broke the virginity auction records when she placed the ad saying that she is selling her virginity. The ad was added on eBay and later it was taken down, and it was not clear whether the auction by the same girl was taken elsewhere. Number 5. Catarina Migliorini. Because selling your virginity is something usual, in 2012, Catarina Migliorini sold hers and became one of the most expensive virginities ever sold. She tried to sell it as a part of a planned documentary called Virgins Wanted, directed by Australian director Justin Sisley. The Brazilian student put up an ad online on an auction site that she was selling her V-card, and someone paid $708,000. That someone is a man named Natsu from Japan. After he fought hard for it against 2 American bidders and an Indian big spender, he won a date with Catarina. As weird as it might seem, the girl insisted that she is not a prostitute, and she was doing it to raise money to build homes for poverty-stricken families in her hometown, and to make a positive impact on the world. Number 4. Elizabeth Raine. This is another shady selling. Why? It is quite unusual actually. The medical student Liz Raine turned virginity selling into a science. She was the only one who designed an auction website, complete with a link to the PR company who managed her bid, and an entire page devoted to terms and conditions of the arrangement. Plus, more legal clauses like sexual intercourse means insertion of a penis into a vagina, and a promise to donate 35% of the sale to a charity that provides education to women in developing countries. She basically turned virginity selling into a business. Because love is not a part of this arrangement. It is only of a sexual and financial nature as put by her. Beginning anonymous, the site gallery featured an array of polished photographs showcasing the medical student's body, face blacked out. But several days ago, she posted new pictures showcasing her visage, which prompted the anonymous $801,000 winning bid within days. Number 3. Graciela Trucco. The 18-year-old Graciela decided she should sell her innocence to pay for her mother's medical bills. Because the model from Peru was responsible for her mom's bills and because she had to support her younger brother, she had to take the last resort selling her V-card. Reportedly she is the one who started the entire virginity auction trend. Her innocence was a subject long debated, and one time a Canadian man offered her $1.5 million for a date. Mostly what she got from her religious countrymen was a lot of hate mail and public humiliation. Trucco was somehow still hopeful she could better her situation by selling her virginity, but at the last minute she backed out of the deal. Number 2. Raffaella Fico. The 20-year-old Italian model and competitor of Big Brother Italy 2008 put her purity up for auction. With the money she intended to buy a house in Rome and pay for her acting classes. Fico was so serious about this thing that she even swore she never had a boyfriend. She promised to drop her underwear for $1.8 million. She said, "If I don't like it, I'll just have a glass of wine and forget about it." She might have been a virgin and an innocent girl, but she was a total whore for cash and publicity. By selling her virginity to $1.8 million, Raffaella Fico ranked second on the list of the most expensive virginities ever sold. Number 1. Natalie Dylan. The 22-year-old Natalie Dylan auctioned her virginity through Moonlight Bunny Ranch to fund her master's degree. After receiving her bachelor's degree in women's studies from Sacramento State, she went on Howard Stern to sell her virginity to pay off her college education. We don't know if she was serious or not, because the whole thing seems strange. But she did receive $3.7 million for her virginity, so something must have been truth in all this. Rumors were that bids reached as high as $3.7 million for the privilege of popping her cherry. But according to Hoff, the transaction was never consummated, although Natalie did end up walking away with $250,000. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe and like us for more videos.